Hi, T. Carlson here. Any day is a good day for the cinema of Tim Burton, and that's what we're going to be exploring on my channel today. One of Burton's best films just got released on 4K at long last. The movie I'm talking about is Sleepy Hollow. This was Tim Burton's take on the legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving, with him, of course, putting his own custom touches on it. I'm going to unbox this release and share my opinions. There was also a steelbook release of this. Unfortunately, that's sold out and very hard to get, so I did have to settle for the standard release. Nice cover art there. It's got Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci. Would have been nice if they could have fit some of the other characters on there. Of course, we got the Headless Horseman right down there. Back cover. Inside the package, we have a digital code of the film. We have our 4K disc, which is just the film with no bonus features, and we have a legacy Blu-ray, which does have some of the archival bonus stuff on it as well. Based on what I've read, this is identical to the earlier released Blu-ray. It's not based on the new transfer that was used for the 4K. I'm going to read the description of the film from the back of the package. Master filmmaker Tim Burton's eerie and enchanting take on the classic Washington Irving tale of terror, starring Johnny Depp as Ichabod Crane, an eccentric investigator determined to stop the murderous Headless Horseman. Christina Ricci is Katrina von Tassel, the beautiful and mysterious girl with secret ties to the supernatural terror. Packed with gothic imagery and thrilling action sequences, the all-star supporting cast includes Miranda Richardson, Michael Gambon, Casper Van Dien, and Christopher Lee. The story of the Headless Horseman, it's a scary, violent ghost story set in turn-of-the-century Sleepy Hollow. How is this story not tailor-made for Tim Burton? So it's not at all surprising that he would put his own spin on this and make a movie version of it. I'm happy to announce that, the end results of this do not disappoint. It's been about 25 years since we first got Sleepy Hollow from Tim Burton, and I'm happy to say this one really does stand the test of time. This is several years before Johnny Depp would be known for the role of Captain Jack Sparrow, which sort of became the defining role of his career, but seeing him play the slightly more timid and awkward Ichabod Crane certainly makes for one of his better roles. I like seeing a character that's a little more vulnerable, who freaks out at the sight of a spider and is not this all-around perfect ladies' man, pirate kind of guy. And the supporting cast is no less excellent. Of course, you have Christina Ricci as his love interest. The elders that are in town that may be part of a conspiracy, one of whom might even be the one that controls the Headless Horseman and has been responsible for all these killings and all the violence in Sleepy Hollow. It's a true all-star cast. You have Michael Gambon, Michael Goff, Christopher Lee, Ian McDiarmid, Ray Park, Jeffrey Jones, Christopher Walken. The sheer amount of star power that Tim Burton got together for this movie is worth the price of admission alone. You get 3 of the 4 Sith Lords from Star Wars in this movie. Not even a single Star Wars movie had all 3 of them together, so that's saying a lot right there. It's hard to get too into the story without going into spoiler territory, but I will say that everyone does do a great job. There are certain characters and subplots I wish would have gotten explored a little more in depth. There may be a few other sequences that the movie probably could have cut or streamlined, but overall, the movie is paced pretty well. It only clocks in at just under 110 minutes, so it never wears out its welcome, and that's always an appreciated aspect of filmmaking. Of course, the musical score is composed by Burton regular Danny Elfman, of course known for his role in the new wave band Oingo Boingo, who of course made a second career for himself doing film scores, both with and without Tim Burton. Sleepy Hollow is a fantastic movie from Burton, and even though it was pretty critically acclaimed, I also think it's one of his more underrated films. So now that it's on 4K, this could be the ideal time to check it out, discover it, or rediscover it. For years, we just had a Blu-ray release of Sleepy Hollow, which was certainly competent and looked decent, but this new 4K certainly pushes things to the next level. It's always been something of a dark film with sort of a grayish color palette, so it's never really bright and colorful, but what there is does get that little extra punch thanks to the HDR, and I'm happy to say that overall, even though it's a movie that I don't think is ever going to look crystal clear or pristine, even in the 4K format, it is a nice upgrade, and I really think fans of the film will be happy with what they see here. Sadly, the only bonus features we get are the legacy ones that are on the Blu-ray, which includes some EPK pieces, trailers, and a commentary from Tim Burton. The stuff is certainly worth watching at least once, but it would have been nice to get at least one new feature for this set. One thing I will say in defense of the Blu-ray, its menu design is certainly more memorable than that of the rather static-looking 4K disc, although the 4K disc certainly has the better transfer of the film. Fans of Sleepy Hollow should be happy with what they get in this release, and if you're a fan, you won't be let down if you purchase this. Are you a fan of Sleepy Hollow? Where would you rank this in the filmography of Tim Burton? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content because I'm always posting new videos. And make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.